channel The Post The. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel The Post The Coder. Let's learn something new today. This video is the third episode of Xamarin Android Beginner series. In last episode, we have discussed about activities in Xamarin Android. Today, we are going to learn about Xamarin Android button controls. Xamarin Android provide lot of controls to design of the screens. With the help of these controls, we can able to design our screens as per our requirement very easily. Today we are going to learn about Xamarin provided button controls. Button class is the base class for different types of buttons available in Xamarin Android application. In Xamarin Android, we have a different types of buttons are available. First one is radio button, toggle button, checkbox, and custom button. These are all buttons are available in Xamarin Android. Based on the situation, we are used at least one of this button in our application. Let's see what is the use of each button and how to implement these buttons in Xamarin Android application. Radio button. Radio button allows the user to select one option from set of options. With the help of radio group element, we can able to group all these radio buttons. The main advantage of using this radio group element is if you group your radio buttons with the help of radio group element, at a time you can able to select one option from the set of options. For example, in our radio group element contain three options are available. If you select any one option, remaining options are automatically deselected. This functionality is automatically provided by the Xamarin Android. In below image, you can see the how radio buttons are looking in Xamarin Android application. Now I will show you how to add this radio button to our view page in Xamarin Android application. Here I am opened blank Xamarin Android application. Now I will show you how to add radio button to our XML file. Here I am open default create XML file which is in layout folder. Here you can see that relative layout is automatically added. Now I am changed to linear layout. In future videos I will tell you what is the use of linear layout, relative layout. Now I am adding radio button. If you want to add radio button, we need to use the radio button tag. And here we need to give our width and height of the radio button. Here I am giving wrap content. In the future videos, I will tell you what is wrap content, what is match parent. Here you can see that in the left side, you can see that our radio button is automatically created once we write the code in right side. Now I will add the text to my radio button. With the help of the text attribute, we can able to add text to radio button. Here I am giving first class. Similarly, how many number of radio buttons or how many number of options are required, you need that many options we can able to add with the help of radio buttons. Here I am adding 3 radio buttons and I am changing the radio button names. So we are successfully adding radio buttons. Now I am adding these radio buttons to radio group element. The advantage of you adding radio buttons to radio group element is if we, at a time we can able to select only one option with the help of radio group element. If you want to add any radio group element, you need to add radio group element tag, and here we need to give width and height of the radio group element. Here you can see that all our radio buttons are added inside the radio group element. So this is the process of adding radio buttons to our Xamarin Android application. Now I will run the application and see how it will work. So here you can see that our 3 radio buttons are appeared in our screen. Now I am selecting one option. Here I am selecting first class. So the option is selected. Now I am trying to selecting the second class option. Here you can see that automatically previously selected options are removed. So this is the advantage of using radio buttons. So wherever you have a selection, multiple options are available, and each time user can able to select only one option. At that time we can go with the this radio buttons. Toggle button. Toggle buttons are specifically used for whenever we have a situation like switch between two states. For example, you have a on and off state, or male and female state, or yes or no state. Like that, whenever you have a two options are available, you need to switch between these two options. At that time, we need to go with the toggle buttons. In below image, you can see the looking of toggle button in Android application. Let's see practically how to add this toggle button to our XML file. If you want to add toggle button, we need to write the toggle button tag inside our XML file. Here we need to give our width and height request of the toggle button. And if you want to customize the on and off state names, we need to give our on state name and off state name. Here you can see that we have two options are available, text off and text on state. So, and for the text off state, we need to give another text. So this is the process of adding toggle button in XML file. In toggle button, we need to give our on state name and off state name. Now I will run the application and see how it will work. Here you can see that toggle buttons are appeared. Now click on toggle button. The state of the toggle button is switched. If I select male, it will switch it to female. Like that, we can able to switch between two states with the help of this toggle button. So if you want to select the female, you can click on the female. If you want to select the male, you want to select the male. So like that, we can able to switch over between two states. Checkbox. Checkbox is used for selecting the items. With the help of this checkbox, we can able to select multiple items in the collection of items. In the below image, you can see the appearance of the checkbox in Android application. Let's see practically how to add checkbox to our XML file. Checkbox tag is used for creating checkbox in Xamarin Android application. Here we need to give our checkbox width and height. In left side, you can see that our checkbox is created. Now I am giving the name of this checkbox. With the help of the text property, we can able to give name of the checkbox. Here I am giving first. Like that, I am creating multiple checkboxes. So this is the process of adding checkbox to our XML file. In left side, you can see that the checkbox design coming as a rectangular box. This state represents the unselected. If you select the checkbox, tick mark is coming inside the rectangular box. Let's run our application and see how it will work. Here you can see that our three checkboxes are coming with name first, second, third. Now I am selecting one checkbox. Here you can see that if we select any checkbox, it will comes with the tick mark. Like that, we can able to select the checkbox. Here I am selecting second option. So this is the use of checkbox. Wherever you need to select multiple options, at that time we can able to go with the checkbox. Here you can see that if I am unselect the checkbox, again it will come as a rectangular box. Custom button. With the help of this custom button, we can able to communicate the user action from one place to another place. We can able to create this custom button with only text or only image or text and image. In below image, you can see the looking of custom button in Android application. Let's see practically how to add this custom button in our XML file in Xamarin Android application. With the help of button tag, we can able to add custom button to our XML. Now I am adding button and we need to give width and height of the button. Here I am giving width is 200 dp and height is 60 dp. In left side you can see that our button is created. Now I will add the text of this button. With the help of the text attribute, we can able to add the text of the button. Here you can see that our text also added to our button. So this is the way of creating custom button in XML file. Let's run our application and see how it will work. Here you can see that our button is appeared. With the help of this click event, we can able to catch the user actions. Here you can see that if I am clicking on the button, some small flash is coming. Once you add click event to this button, we can able to fire the event when our user click this button.
Thank you for watching our video. If you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe our channel Deepus Decoder.